The first witness is on the stand in the manslaughter trial of Alec Baldwin after opening arguments this morning. One of the people in the courtroom throughout the trial, Gloria Allred, who represents the family of Helena Hutchins.
This is not a reality show. This is a trial for involuntary manslaughter of a young, talented cinematographer. She had a right to be safe on that set.
Baldwin has pleaded not guilty to involuntary manslaughter in Hutchins' death. She was shot and killed on the set of the film Rust in 2021. Baldwin could get 18 months in prison if found guilty. Joining me now is Tre Lovell, entertainment and corporate attorney at the Lovell firm PC. And Tre, thank you as always for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We were just discussing this off air. Does this seem to be moving quickly? They've had the jury selected yesterday. They've already done their opening arguments, now into witnesses.
Very. I mean, they did one day of voir dire and paneling the jury. Opening statements are done. They're on to the first witness. This judge is going to keep a tight schedule. I think it's scheduled for 9 days. The last day of testimony should be on, or closing argument rather, a week from Friday. It looks like they're going to stay on that schedule, if not sooner. So yes, I'm very impressed with how things are going. It's moving right along.
What's it like trying to pick a jury for a case like this involving a West Coast, East Coast celebrity in the middle of America, New Mexico?
It's a bit challenging. The real core issues are, A, how do they feel about Alec Baldwin? Do they have any personal feelings, any animosity? Are there Republicans that don't like, outspoken Democrat? I mean, things like that they're going to get into to make sure that there's no bias, going into it. And then certainly questions about guns, gun safety, what they think about guns, things like that, what they know about movie making. So, yeah, it's a bit tricky, but the experts and the attorneys, they kind of know what to focus on in terms of getting that jury that, is about as neutral as they can get, open-minded, don't have any biases going in either way. And they were able to do it pretty quickly.
And the opening arguments, how important are those to the trial?
Extremely. The opening arguments set the pathway for the trial. They let the jury know the evidence that's going to come, the theories that the other side has and why it's bad, the theories they have and why it's good, and why they're going to win. And so by setting the path, and they even show evidence during opening statements. They will show videos. They will show documents sometimes to really let the jury know, hey, this is our case. This is what you're going to see, and this is why we're going to win. The one thing that the attorneys need to be aware of is if you make a promise in opening statement, you got to deliver. So if you say, hey, the evidence is going to show this, then all of a sudden you get to trial and you get to the witnesses, and the judge doesn't admit it, it gets excluded, you can't get it in. The other side is going to point that out in closing and say, hey, they promised you this, it never showed up. Now, that's just the first.
Yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. And a big thing, though, for Baldwin was the judge ruled that as a co-producer, it's not relevant to the trial.
Yeah, which is huge for Baldwin. Because the big theory from the prosecution was, hey, forget his position as an actor. As a producer, he was in charge of the set. He's in charge of set safety. He's in charge of making sure safety protocols are followed, that the proper personnel are hired. And because, as a producer and manager of the set, he failed in that. That's what led to the death of Miss Hutchins. But because of what the court ruled, none of that is coming in. So now it's really been streamlined just to his role as an actor, his duties and obligations as an actor to set safety. So the rug was kind of pulled out from the prosecution in ways. Streamline, the issues are going to focus on him as just as an actor.
Okay. Tre, thank you as always for your insight. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Tre Lovell is an entertainment and corporate attorney at the Lovell firm PC.